Let me read a couple of your letters here. I went a little long, but let me read a couple of your letters. I asked the question last week, what do you want? What are the things? What do you stand for? Because this is something that always bothers me. You know, it's easy to say, well, the other guy did this and the other guy did that, but what do you stand for? And what really struck me was how similar the responses were. I mean, they really were similar. So I won't read too many, but here's one from Ray. He says, I want the government to shrink back towards its original size and only deal with the military. I want basically all the government entitlements to be removed for anyone 50 and under. If you are 50 or under, you'll never get benefits. Just kill it all outright. And I want all weapons to be legalized as the founding fathers originally intended. From David, freedom for heterosexuals to pursue their dreams and ambitions without being judged or without judging others. Freedom for homosexuals to pursue their dreams and ambitions without feeling the need to champion their sexuality in gay rights and gay right parade. Freedom for all to express their ideas without condemnation or feeling the need to attack others for not sharing the same ideas. From Joseph, recognition and the education that men and women are different, so relationships with two men are different than those with a man and woman. Ensure the protection that religions can embrace or condemn homosexuality however they want, the right of states to define contracts that they grant, including marriage contracts. From Lee, as for government, flat tax. The federal government gets out of everything not explicitly in the Constitution. Easy peasy. As for the gays, he says, I'm not sure what that means. I want government out of marriage. Marriage is traditionally defined as what leads or can lead to a family. That counts them out, excluding adoption, which I think should not be allowed, seeing as how children need both male and female role models. I suppose they could find some church to marry them. As for the policing of morality in general, it's a bit trickier, especially for a Catholic like me. All laws are based on a morality of some sort, or at least a perceived morality, unless usually we decide what to police based on the amount of externalities. I'm not sure what that means, but that's what he says. So I guess it comes down to where we draw the line on externalities and where we draw the line on allowing self-destructive behaviors. From Dan, when I think about this question, I always go to the preamble to the Constitution because I can't remember the whole Constitution, but I can remember the preamble, which tells us what government is supposed to do. 1, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility. This means the rule of law applies fairly and equally without preference to anyone, and the police are keepers of the peace. 2, provide for the common defense. This means securing borders and maintaining an effective military. 3, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty. This means the free marketplace and allowing everyone to do as they want and encouraging moral and ethical behavior, but not mandating any particular worldview. From Joey, in regards to marriage, I want Uncle Sam fully out of it. A lot of people said this. Tax us as individuals henceforth and allow churches and captains to marry couples. I want political correctness gone, since it is just a bully technique against speech disguised as kindness. I want to be in charge of my own health care. From Veronica, 3 things I want. Government out of marriage, free speech, season 2 of Another Kingdom. From Shauna, here are the 3 things I want from the government. I want the law enforced equally and no laws changed from the bench. I want to be able to protect myself, but I also want the government to protect my private property. Regarding gays, religiously, I don't think their relationship should be recognized as it is against the Bible. Politically, I'm not sure, but I do get angry when I hear about gay couples suing Christian bakeries out of business. So do I. I think that is incredibly fascist and bullying. One more. From AJ, I want church and society truly separated from the state. Marriage should not be defined by the government as an example. My wife and I are more than willing to sacrifice our government benefits as a married couple to fix this. 2, I want the freedom to protect my family and my property in any way I deem necessary without infringing on the constitutional rights of others. And 3, I want a government that doesn't try to control my life or the life of my family on a daily basis. Fortunately, I was able to enroll my children in a charter school, which helped. Really, very big common theme, leave us alone. Leave us alone. And if you mean that, it might mean giving up some benefits. I mean, that's the thing. And because I completely agree. I mean, this is why I don't know why everybody yells at me about this. Like, all I want is for people to be for me to be left alone, and that means I have to leave you alone. And that's really all I'm talking about.